This week on the County Line, we take a look at Theatre Westminster's first production of the spring.
Also this week, we look at what you can do to keep up with your New Year's resolution.
All this and more coming up on tonight's edition of the County Line.
The County Line starts now. Good evening and welcome to the County Line. I'm Courtney Crown.
And I'm Drew Tripolis. For 10 years, Dr. Lind has instructed the men's choir at Westminster College. She chose the men's choir because of the tradition that it has in other areas. The County Line's Jeff Klein has the story.
Dr. Lind has inspired the Westminster Men's Choir to be the very best. She says that they'll take in everyone, but no matter who you are held to the same expectation.
Yeah, I think that's what's fun. It's a non-audition group, as is the women's chorus. The concert choir and the chamber singers are both audition groups. You have to audition to get in those. But the men's chorus, we take everyone. But here's what, everybody's held accountable and everybody sings well. Because we go, it isn't that you can just hide out. If you don't sing in tune, we will discover it, because I make everybody, even for a short amount of time, sing alone.
She explains that she chose men's choir because it had such a wonderful tradition throughout the different parts of the world.
There's just a long, long tradition of men's ensembles like barbershop music, or in Wales. I have all these CDs of men's choruses in Wales and in Italy. And so there's this incredible tradition of men singing together. So there's all this music written for just men's voices. And so we divided that up. And actually, I think we have more men in the program now because of it. Because I have guys that don't have any interest in singing in the mixed choirs. They just want to sing in the men's chorus.
She chose men's voices because men learn to sing differently from women, and explains working on men and women separately lets them be more successful together.
Their singing is a little bit different. Just the physical act of singing, it feels a little different than a woman's voice. So if you can just focus on them and teach the men how to sing, and then you separate the women and you teach the women how to sing, and then you bring the two groups together, it's really an efficient use of time. But more than that, they just enjoy singing. It's like a fraternity.
When she chooses the pieces that the men are going to sing, she does an interesting combination of professional pieces with something that's funny or entertaining. The men work equally hard on both pieces, but this gives the guys a chance to loosen up and entertain the audience as well. Dr. Lind and the men work very hard and always put on a great show. Her only hopes for the future are that more people get to hear these guys sing. I'm Jeff Klein for the County Line.
The men's choir performs at Wallace Memorial Chapel on April 29th at 3 p.m. Their show is always a great combination of entertaining songs along with professional pieces. The guys look forward to seeing you there.
Theatre Westminster brings to life Michael Hollinger's Red Herring this winter. It will premiere Thursday, February 24th and run through Sunday the 29th. Tickets are $10 for the general public and $7 for senior and non-Westminster students. Westminster students can reserve their tickets beforehand for free. Don't miss the opportunity to check out Theatre Westminster's first production of the spring semester.
Westminster College is home to one of the few Carrilons in Pennsylvania. The Bell Tower in Old Main is one of the spots that only a few people get to see. Dr. Paul Musser established the Friends of the Carrilon Scholarship to give select students the opportunity to play the famous bells. Join the County Line's Hannah Puchkuski as she sits down with Musser and takes a tour through the tower.
The bell tower is the symbol for Westminster College. Every 15 minutes, the chimes ring to tell those from New Wilmington to Valant what time it is. Every Sunday, a hymn is also played from the tower. Dr. Paul Musser is the founder for the Friends of the Carrilon Scholarship. As a Westminster alum, Musser remembers back to when he first heard those famous bells.
And I enjoyed the bells when I came to the first missionary conference here in 1938. And they really touched my heart.
A carillon must have at least 24 bells. When Musser was a student, there were 12. This means they were simply called chimes.
You don't have all the accidentals. I had an F sharp and I had a B flat and I had the rest of just 12 bells.
The carillon now has 42 bells. It includes 3.5 octaves and all accidentals are present. However, according to Musser, the carillon is still not complete.
We need 2 more bells if you're interested in giving $40,000. The low E flat and D flat here, you see they're down. Those are the 2 bells we don't have.
Westminster is one of the 3 colleges in Pennsylvania that has bells. Musser says the real carillons are much more appealing to listen to instead of the electronic ones.
It's like kissing through cardboard. There's no feeling. But if you play it here, you're getting real live music. You can slow down or speed up or just what you feel inside, and go louder or soft or whatever, or change whatever you're doing,
With his love for the bells, Musser decided to create a scholarship dedicated to the carillon for Westminster. However, the task was not easy. When he established the fund, he had to raise at least $25,000 to get an endowed scholarship.
Their letters came back. We had over 200 people that sent letters back.
Musser was able to donate an endowment called the Friends of the Carrilon Scholarship.
We want students to play. I don't need me up there when I love it, but why not have students do it?
The most recent Carrilon student is sophomore Tim Lane. Tim explains that he'd rather be playing the bells than his regular instruments.
I like improvising on the bells. It's a little bit easier to improvise on this than it is on the organ or on the piano.
Before a performance, Tim is required to practice. However, the bell tower is not where he does it.
We also have a practice room with a instrument like this. It's kind of like, it doesn't have actual bells. It has little bars they hit, but I practice in there a few times a week.
This 87-year-old is not done climbing the 100 stairs up to the bell tower yet. He's just a phone call away.
If he gets sick, they'll call me. Don't worry.
For the County Line, I'm Hannah Puchkuski.
The greatest concentration of carillons is still found in the Netherlands, Belgium, and in the north of France. They were mounted in the grand towers of rich cities as tokens of civic pride and status. Carillons were usually housed in church towers, belfries, or in the municipal buildings. The world's heaviest carillon weighs 20 tons and is located at the Riverside Church in New York City. Coming up next on the County Line, we show you how to stick to your New Year's resolution.
And we take a look at the progress of the Berlin Village expansion. Stay tuned to the County Line.
Hi, I'm Dan McDevitt. I'm a father, a husband, Army retiree, and a student at Westminster College. It was nice finding a college close to home with high academics, was going to put me in the job market right after graduation. If I was to tell another adult student why to come to Westminster, I'd tell them for the academics, the one-on-one personalization they'll get with their instructor, the small classroom experience. I know with this college degree, it's going to open a lot of doors for me. My kids are supportive of me going back to college. When I get good grades, they're all happy. They're like, way to go, Dad.
It's 2 months into 2011, and how are you doing with your New Year's resolution? Many people begin to lose the drive to achieve their goal after just 1 month. The U.S. government reports that the top 3 most popular New Year's resolutions are to quit smoking, lose weight, and save money. So what's the secret to losing weight and getting fit? The County Line's Ashley Bishop uncovers the path to success for losing weight and sticking to a healthy lifestyle.
Getting in shape, losing weight, or attempting to live a healthy lifestyle. No matter what you say, have you stuck to that resolution? Getting fit can be a tough resolution for everyone, but the key is to stay motivated and, more importantly, setting a goal and writing it down. Track and field coach Tim McNeil explains how important a goal is.
You know, a lot of people say, oh, this is what I'm going to do, but when it's not put on paper or somewhere you can see it a lot, people tend to forget about it.
With a goal in mind, now you can begin to work out. But McNeil says to get the best results, one should follow his motto.
Train, don't strain. I think a lot of people think that they have to go through pain, no gain. A lot of people think that that's the best way for, weight loss, getting in shape. And I don't believe in that, and I think that it's counterproductive, because if something hurts, you're not going to want to do it. So it's got to be enjoyable.
McNeil explains that beginners should start slow.
Start easy. Maybe start doing a workout for 10 minutes, 10 minutes of running, 10 minutes of walking, and build up to a point where you're getting a good sweat going.
McNeil suggests working out 6 days a week to get the best results.
You do have to get moving every day. You can't expect results with just 3 days a week. And time-wise, I think 6 days a week at least 45 minutes a day is probably best.
Many people can stick to the workouts, but choosing the right foods can be a challenge.
The food's kind of hard to keep it healthy. I would just try to eat healthier every day, even though it's at the tub and we don't have a lot of healthy foods. I try to do the best that I can.
McNeil explains picking the right food can be tough.
Seems like every food product says that it could do this, and this for you. And it's hard to get through all that and figure out what exactly is the best thing.
Eating fresh foods will not contain claims, and sticking to the food pyramid can also help.
So real food is the way to go. Fruits, vegetables. I try to eat as many whole grains as possible, brown rice, whole wheat pasta, and then mix lean proteins in with that.
Results might not be seen overnight, but within weeks.
Make it a habit, and in about 2 weeks you should start noticing some differences. You should start feeling different, feeling better about yourself, and probably notice some stuff when you look in the mirror.
Keep motivated, eat healthy, dance, run, or lift. But overall, stay active. New Year's resolution results should show before spring. For the County Line, I'm Ashley Bishop.
Jameson Health Systems offers many nutrition and wellness programs for a healthy lifestyle. One of these is a one-on-one counseling service with a registered dietitian who helps you make healthy choices to address weight management, heart health, or diabetes. Another option is their Drop 10 in 10 program. Participants can drop 10 pounds or 10% of their body weight in just 10 weeks. This innovative management program shows you how to add a healthy balance to your life with the power of 10. These programs are free to Highmark members, and a nominal fee is charged to non-members. You can call 724-656-4270 to get started.
The dirty work is now underway for expanding the Berlin Village of Westminster College. The addition of 10 more townhouses is to accommodate the increase in enrollment in recent years. The on-campus apartment housing will increase the number of residents from 60 to 100 students. Construction crews plan to complete the addition before students arrive next fall.
Up next, we take you inside the world of area athletics in Titantown Sports.
Marcia Capelli and Ryan Johnston have all your latest sports news. Stick around, more County Line is on the way.
The liberal arts work at Westminster College. Westminster graduates have a 96% placement rate. They have developed the skills needed to succeed in any field. That's what makes the liberal arts so powerful and flexible. Experience success the Westminster way.
Hi, I'm Dan McDevitt, a father, a husband, Army retiree, and a student at Westminster College. It was nice finding a college so close to home with high academics, was going to put me in the job market right after graduation. If I was to tell another adult student why to come to Westminster, I'd tell them for the academics, the one-on-one personalization they'll get with their instructor, the small classroom experience. I know with this college experience is going to open a lot of doors for me. My kids are supportive of me going back to college. When I get good grades, they're all happy. They're like, way to go, Dad.
Good evening, sports fans, and welcome to another February edition of Titantown Sports. I'm Marshall Capelli.
And I'm Ryan Johnson.
It's that time of the year again when pitchers and catchers report for spring training. The Pittsburgh Pirates and Cleveland Indians are coming off disappointing seasons and are looking to rebound this year. The Pirates, coming off another 100-plus loss season last year, will look to rebound this year with new manager Clint Hurdle. And the Pirates, being one of the youngest teams with an average age of 27 years old, will look to gain more experience for the youngsters Pedro Alvarez, Andrew McCutchen, Jose Tabata, and James McDonald.
The Cleveland Indians are also coming off a losing season where they lost 93 games. They too are looking to develop their young talent with players like catcher Carlos Santana and pitcher Carlos Carrasco. But this probably looks to be another season where they are cellar dwellers in the American League Central Division.
The Westminster Titans baseball team will look to improve this season. The team relied on their speed last season, with the Titans ranking 51st nationally with a combined 85 total team steals. Both corner infielders will return this season with third baseman Ethan Yeager and first baseman Tim Wyand. They both batted around or at the 300 average, and also returning is utility man Kyle Allen, who made 19 starts in the outfield and 7 starts at pitcher. Looking to be the ace of the rotation is junior Justin Presner, who had a sub-5 earned run average last year and went 4 for 3. With these youngsters, the Titans look to have a successful season.
The Westminster softball team returned to their winning ways last season and look to continue their success this season. They went 25-16 with a 10-4 mark last year in the pack. Helping them reach that mark last year was pitcher Liz Schultz, who was named to the first team All-Pack. Schultz led the pack with a 1.3 earned run average and posted a 12-4 record with 9 complete games and 3 shutouts. Breaking out last season was Katie Hughes, who was named first team All-Pack and had a .379 batting average while starting 38 out of 40 games as a shortstop and designated hitter. Also returning is leadoff hitter Brittany Gamble, who was also a first-team All-Pack selection as a freshman.
In high school baseball, there is one standout player in the area. In Wilmington, shortstop Sutton Whiting, who has already signed an NCAA Division I letter of intent for the University of Louisville. Louisville is also the same university where Sutton's older brother, Brandon, played baseball. Sutton batted .565 with 14 RBIs and a county best 40 stolen bases, and helped the Greyhounds to the District 10 playoffs and an at-large bid at Region 1 AA. Whiting had the rest of the Greyhound team will look to continue on their success.
When we come back, Titantown Sports reporter Ethan Yeager will introduce us to the new bats the baseball team will use.
But first, we're going to ask you a trivial Titan sports question in this week's Titan Extra Point. In 2008, which Westminster baseball player became the first Titan since the 70s to sign with a major league organization? The answer when we come back in more Titantown Sports.
You can make a difference at Westminster College. Westminster has earned the nation's highest honor for community service for 3 straight years. Classroom lessons are put into action to benefit the community. Experience service the Westminster way.
Welcome back to Titantown Sports.
The answer for this week's Titan Extra Point is Brandon Dressling. In 2008, he became the first Titan since 1972 to sign with a major league organization when he signed as a free agent with the Milwaukee Brewers.
New this year, the NCAA has established new standards for bat performance, switching to a more modern standard. Titantown Sports reporter Ethan Yeager has more on the standard and how it impacted the team, and he will look into their spring training trip this season.
The Titan baseball team is preparing for another season, but the game may seem a bit different this year for the fans and for the players. The NCAA changed the bat regulation for this season from the old BESR certified bats to the new BB Core bats. These new bats prevent batters from hitting the ball as hard and as far, making the game safer. Freshman pitcher Ron Sullivan talks about the changes he must make with the new bats.
They don't hit the ball nearly as hard, so I can get away with a couple pitches here and there, and people won't be hitting the ball out of the ballpark as much.
Juniors Adam Carter and Charles Hedlund share their thoughts about the new bats.
Pop off the bat, so I'm really working on hitting line drives up the middle this year, maybe going the other way.
I like it, actually. I am one of the few that probably do like them. I've been swinging with them. I've had changed my grip up a little bit. I've been whipping it around, and I've been in the cage and swinging in good contact, so I actually like them.
The Titans are looking forward to their spring break trip to Fort Pierce, Florida. The team will play 9 games with 1 off day.
It's a lot of fun. It's a great experience. Obviously, you get to have close relationships with all the guys. You really get to know them. And it's a good experience playing ball down there in Florida against a lot of good ball clubs.
I think we get a good idea of who's, going to fill those starting positions. We get, even from the years before, you have players which you expect to start, but all the young guys coming up are looking good. We're going to get a lot of the pitchers in there with their arms and see how they do under the pressure. And it's just a chance to play when there's 2 feet of snow on the ground here. There's 70-degree weather down there, sometimes 80, and it's really nice. We get a lot of experience down there, I think, for sure.
Besides playing games in Florida, the Titans make sure they have a good time. Hedlund shares some funny stories from the years past.
Yeah, there's a couple good ones, actually. Last year, freshman Rhodes, pitcher, he had his first chance. He was going to go into the game and pitch a little bit. We were getting beat by a team. It was late in the game, and he wanted to see what Rhodes could do. And coach calls for Rhodes, and he's still in the bathroom. He got so nervous he had to go to the bathroom, and he's still in the porta-john, and the coach is freaking out looking for him, and he missed his opportunity to pitch for a day. And, that, and between that and Coach Donson, came down a week early, forgot his sunscreen, red as a lobster, burning from head to toe all week. Afraid the poor man was going to have sun poisoning, but he made it through. It's been a great time down there.
I'm Ethan Yeager, reporting for the County Line.
Well, Marshall, it looks like you have something interesting there in your hands. What do you got?
Yeah, right here we got the brand new bat that the Titan baseball team will be using this season. Looks like a pretty solid bat. I think I could hit a fastball right off of Ethan Yeager.
You think so?
I think so.
All right. Well, that wraps up this week's segment of Titantown Sports. Be sure to turn in next week as we take a look at more sports in the area.
I'm Marshall Capelli.
And I'm Ryan Johnston. Stay tuned. More County Line is up next. Remember, that's up there.
The liberal arts work at Westminster College. Westminster graduates have a 96% placement rate. They have developed the skills needed to succeed in any field. That's what makes the liberal arts so powerful and flexible. Experience success the Westminster way.
Hi, I'm Dan McDevitt, a father, a husband, Army retiree, and a student at Westminster College. It was nice finding a college so close to home with high academics, was going to put me in the job market right after graduation. If I was to tell another adult student why to come to Westminster, I'd tell them for the academics, the one-on-one personalization they'll get with their instructor, the small classroom experience. I know with this college degree, it's going to open a lot of doors for me. My kids are supportive of me going back to college. When I get good grades, they're all happy. They're like, way to go, Dad.
Every little girl dreams of becoming a ballerina. The new Walnut Lodge Yoga and Movement Center in New Wilmington provides dance lessons to all ages. The County Line's Alyssa Hanna gives us a look at all the opportunities in the performing arts that are now available at this new location.
Dancing promotes grace and discipline through connections of the mind, body, and spirit. This is one of the key ideas behind the founding of the Walnut Lodge. Although originally founded in 1995 by director Abby Alter, it now has 2 homes in both Sharon and New Wilmington. The Walnut Lodge offers workshops and classes to people of all ages and skills in a variety of performing arts. Dance instructor Margie Rapp has been a part of the lodge for many years. She explains some of the classes that are offered between the 2 locations.
We do dance for children ages 2 all the way through adults. Our modern dance programs are for children ages 5 and up. Ballet classes are traditional ballet classes. We learn traditional ballet movement and the dedication and the discipline that takes. Our Sharon location also offers tap and jazz.
The Walnut Lodge hopes to expand their workshops and classes in order to include all forms of dance at both locations. Classes are available at any time throughout the year.
Our summer program is really fun. We do a 5-week in Buell Park summer program. We mount a full ballet. We do a children's show as well.
The New Wilmington and Sharon locations offer solid technique courses that can build into something more. The Ballet Theater Shenango Valley is the nonprofit entity of the Walnut Lodge. It involves more advanced classes and puts on professional productions each year. 14-year-old Marie Ellis says she loves being involved with such an amazing group of people.
My experience here has been really great. The people are amazing. The teaching is incredible. I mean, it's really phenomenal, all the work we do here. And all the shows are great, and it's like a big family. We have a ton of memories here. I mean, from backstage, pictures, shows, rehearsals. I mean, it's endless here. We have a really good time. All the training here has really provided me with a really strong basis to go out to places and audition. So it's been a really great experience, and I love working with everyone.
Marie is not alone in her feelings. Many students agree they take so many positive life lessons from their dance classes and instructors.
They give you so much good advice, and I've gotten so much better just over 1 year. It's so amazing. I used to have basically zero confidence, and now I'm more confident in myself, and I believe that I can do a step better.
And it doesn't matter who you are. Never be afraid to try something new. You may just love it.
If they wanted to do dance, doesn't matter what other people say, just do it because you want to. You'll eventually find other people that have the same passion, and you'll end up making new friends.
The ultimate goal of the Walnut Lodge is to become a community arts center available to people of any arts background. Whether you want to take classes to prepare for more professional companies or just to try something different, the Walnut Lodge can work with you. Margie Rapp encourages everyone to come down and just try out one of the classes.
Sign up, pick one, and come try it. And if you don't like it, try a different one. You'll find something that works.
Hopefully, the Walnut Lodge in New Wilmington can become as successful as their location in Sharon. For more information on the Walnut Lodge, check out their website at www.walnutstlodge.com. County Line, I'm Alyssa Hanna.
The Pennsylvania Lottery can now aid in the search for abducted children. New upgrades to lottery self-service terminals in more than 8,700 locations across the state can now show Amber Alert details on their flat panel displays. The Pennsylvania Amber Alert system was created in 2002 and provides information about child abductions through radio and television broadcast messages, lottery retail terminals, digital billboards, highway advisory signs, text messages, and emails.
The annual local talent show known as Fireworks Idol now has a new name, Rocket to the Stars. The new name allows the Lawrence County Tourist Promotion Agency to market the show more aggressively. Additionally, changes to the format of the show have been made for this year. 4 rounds of auditions in Lawrence, Butler, Mercer, and Beaver counties are followed by a semifinal round at the Newcastle Scottish Rite Cathedral, with the finals coming July 9th at the Fireworks Festival in Newcastle. The finals will be broadcast live on the radio on Froggy 95.
The Lawrence County Conservation District sponsors their annual tree seedling and plant sale. The sale includes a variety of evergreens, deciduous trees, ground cover, shrubs, and perennials. Proceeds benefit the Lawrence County Conservation District's environmental education program. Order forms are available on www.lawrencecd.org. The deadline is March 31st. That's the news for tonight's edition of the County Line. Be sure to check out WCN247.com for all your local campus and community updates.
And we hope to see you next week for another edition of the County Line, as well as all the latest sports action in Titantown sports. Good night.
Good night.